Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 6 of our Zhatan the Black Realm of Souls campaign. In today's episode, we are going to continue to defend from the Zharr-Naggrund Dawi. Ungrim Iron Fist has been running on around, and he has taken a bit of attrition due to being in our Chaos Corrupted Wastes here. Luckily, Droztek has sprinted back into, I'm pretty sure he's inside the safety circle here, so if he gets into a fight with Ungrim, we will be bringing the garrison with us, which, to be fair, is not the strongest garrison, but they'll do a very good job, of being distractions while our important targets sneak around and deal with Thunderers and Quarrelers that Ungrim is rolling with. We have also gone ahead and upgraded... Oh, nothing over here at the Gates of Zharr. It is in the Mines of Gorgoth. Just deleted the Ash level buildings so we can put in... with the intention of putting in the lava fields to get our first Bull Centaur Toruk. We'll have him added into Zhatan's army, get ourselves a little bit more elite. We'll add some Bull Centaur renders in there as well. And then we will go for the Kadai more in Drozhoeth's campaign, and then just for later on. So we will be focusing heavily on the Ironworks and then the lava fields for this campaign. I also upgraded the weapons workshop here, so we'll be gaining a little bit more, doubling our armament output. We have a lot of raw materials flowing in, and that'll be a nice little offset. We can start throwing in mines pretty much everywhere very soon as well. That'll be great for our production of resources. For now, though, we're going to skip on over the building menu there, because it's trying to get us to build something down here in the Tower of Grief. I am going to save for a turn, and instead go ahead and activate our convoy dispatch. Grab in Guthrex, the Drakbeard convoy. Put you on in. Let's go gain some gold. If we send it over to the Haunted Forest, this will give us more allegiance with the Legion of Osgore. Not a bad call. We just wouldn't get nearly as much overall labor. I think labor is what we're going to be sending the gold out for this time. So 321 coming from the Silver Tower. That's probably where we'll send them. The longer the journey, the more chances for battle as well, which I'm here for. So we'll go ahead and send you over to the Silver Tower of Sorcerer. Oh, we can't. This is where another convoy's headed. I guess that makes sense. All right, then. Where is the next furthest out? So this one takes 7 turns. We get 271. Yeah, let's send them on over to the Bay of Blades. This will pass through Uzkulak, Frozen Landing, Krakadrak, which is owned by Valkia. Valkia is doing very well for herself. Some Norscan tribes, the Legion of Chaos, and then finally over here to Village. Let's max this on out, and gain a whole heap of labor, and dispatch them on out. Go gain us some more workers. Hopefully they can get into some fights along the way so we can gain even more workers. Alright. And we're also going to go in here into our labor tab. Figure out where we have a nice, huge surplus of labor. The Howling Wastes. Are we going to be needing those guys for anything anytime soon? World Edge Mountains is not what I'm looking for. Here's the Howling Wastes. Yeah, we don't need any more labor at the moment, so let's go ahead and send these guys off to Zharr-Naggrund. Up to 135 if we can get up to that 150 faster. And gain our nice tower seats more quickly than the enemy there, because they're definitely going to be going for the... at least I would hope they're going for the army abilities. We've got some really powerful ones here. And I'm thinking we're going to go for the military district first for that extra global recruitment. Maximum number of convoys, though, is pretty insane. It's just none of the actual army abilities are in here. Dreadquake Battery, 1 use in your own territory is really solid. They are really poor against large targets. Wrath of Zharr will be really good as well for blasting apart those archer lines as we run in. We're knocking a shield ball over. Really good options here, though. I think we could even go ahead and send some labor back from the Blasted Wastes. We aren't using it, so let's go ahead and send them back to Zharr-Naggrund. That will easily get us at above 150 next turn. And then we can even usurp someone if we really need to. Alright then, in that case, the turn. Zharr-Naggrund did come on over to fight. And they will be bringing some nasty forces. The only good news being that entities cannot die while above 75% hit points. That's going to be nasty. The only good news being that all of the Slayers here don't have much armor. And we'll be able to tear them apart with our Hobgoblin Archers. And even, they won't, well, I mean, they have incredible melee stats, but even the spears from the Goblin Laborers will sneak through their defenses every now and again and get some hits. So I think we have an a decent chance to survive. Ungrim is going to be nasty, though, so if we can keep him away from Droztek so we don't lose our big boy here, it'll be great. Take a quick look at the map. Okay, so this looks like the one with the big tower in the center. All right, I'm not sure. We may be able to try to get them in, caught between some interesting choke points, but we really need to keep these Slayers pinned down and filled full of arrows. Let's get this battle going. Okay, so luckily we do have, unlike our Dawi brethren, we do have access to some cavalry there, so let's grab our deployment. Okay, they're definitely going to, I want to deploy as far back as we can. We'll kind of scoot back and take a defensive position up here on top of this, either on top of this or in between. We'll drag Ungrim back through one of these two choke points. All of our laborers up front. Oh, we can't deploy out. That's obvious. All of our laborers up front. The Hobgoblin archers as well. Let's go ahead and put the lads there. We'll grab all of these laborers, scoot them forward. These two weakened units will keep... Do we want them in the back or do we want them in the front? That is a tough call. We'll spread them out just a little bit more so the grudge throwers don't do too much damage. I also need them to be able to actually sneak back into here. I think we may just pull these guys up on top. We'll see. Blazing Beards of the Chaos Dwarfs. Throw them in the back, since they are the slowest moving members of our squad here. Our chariot, or our Hobgoblin Wolf archers. Definitely not chariots. And Oglacon's Wolf Boys will keep them off on the sides there. We can have them running around. We'll have the Castellan up front. We'll have him taking shots, trying to drop their lord there from afar. And old Droztek also will throw him. I think up front's just fine. We also have the Hellhammer for him as well, so any of the Dawi warriors that get in, we should be able to smash up. Reinforcements will arrive in 2 minutes. That is a long time. Let's pull back and defend. All back. You guys go ahead and just kind of post up on the side. Let's grab the weakened Hobgoblin archers and drag them up on top. Everyone else can get into position just fine. Do have to worry about those catapults moving on over. Everything that starts with a C right now is either a cookie or a chariot. Minute 30? Come on, lads. Get moving. Castellan, I do want you up front so you can actually start firing. He does dig in, which is the only kind of concern there, but I think they'll be fine. Shoot you guys up into the gap. All of these other archers up just a bit more. They'll go through our laborers so quickly. Alright, sending some of the giant slayers after the wolf riders and the catapult as well. So let's just bring them around. Yeah, they're going for the same on both sides here with Oglas. And you know what? We may want to keep it back. They're taking so long to actually get around and surround them. We may have a chance there. We'll just send these guys all the way around. Keep moving. Them good and distracted for what's coming. They should not be able to move their artillery equipment fast enough to actually keep up with them. We'll see. Y'all moving. Yeah, they're starting to take hits because I wasn't microing them. Keep running. Those little wolf feet moving. Alright, here come the reinforcements. Perfect. Just send you directly. Ah! Dodge those rocks. Taking some direct hits. Taking some direct hits, but our other lads are coming on in, and we need to get them so they're not running all the way forward. So you guys just kind of pull up here. Laborers up front. Archers off to the side if you can, and then these wolf riders, we'll definitely send them around. All right, Oglas, charge in there. Break them. Break them! Charge in there on both sides. I can stop them moving, which is a mistake. I will actually use some Armor of Contempt if we need it. Those Wolf Riders start losing that fight. I'll move it over pretty quickly there. Draws tech, let's get you so you can actually fire that little flare pistol right over the lads. That weakness to fire is going to be really key here. Keep moving side to side. Let's go around. Take the long way. Just bog those troops down. The other archers can come on in and finish them off from there. Well done, Wolf Riders. Aga Khan's Wolf Boys doing the thing. Lovely hats. Alright, Slayers are starting to make it in. You're going too far wide there. Who are they blasting at? Our archers? Let's try to dodge those a little bit there. And this may be a unit that just charges in and sacrifices themselves for the greater good. Aga Khan's Burner Boys, keep moving. Who's in there? Some giant slayers? Yeah, they're just sitting there waiting. Kind of have no choice, though. You got to charge on in. And I may use the Armor of Contempt early on here. Obliterated my archer unit there. Completely surround. Let's pull them back now. Somehow the Slayers are keeping up with the Wolf Riders. Aga Khans, you guys are being slow. Move on around. You guys as well. Archers, start firing on some of these Slayers. Tear those Slayers to pieces. Go ahead and launch out an Overcast. Burning Wrath there. Get some armor in on all these lads in the front. Castellan, keep picking your shots well there. Yeah, they got annihilated. These other ones got caught by those Slayers, that's fine. Aga Khans, pull on through. We really need you guys to shut down these other archers here. Those Quarrelers. Or something fierce. Drop down the Rage of Hashut. What it is the curse, I believe, but might as well be the Rage. We'll throw a Hellhammer through both of these units here. If they want to stay and keep firing, that is fine by me. You go shut these units down if you can. Get on those miners. How are you just doing on this other side here? You jump the Giant Slayers, your best target probably by far. Burner Boys are in. Ungrim is annihilating our Castellan, but we do have a health potion. Deal with those Slayers, we'll bring you guys around. The Blazing Beards, where you guys at? Ooh, Ungrim is a deadly fella. Pull you on away. Try to add some fire damage onto them as well. Tear those Slayers apart. Those Hobgoblins aren't doing bad at all. We'll move you guys over and just make sure that these, looks like the artillery teams are not trying to get on their grudge throwers again, so we can just kind of pull them through. Aga Khan's about to be charged in by some Slayers. Let's get them bogged down on someone else. You guys are back as well. Let's bring you around and behind. Just continue to be a distraction. Did our Castellan get away? He sure did, and you can keep ripping shots into Ungrim there. You as well, keep that damage to fire extra on there. Extra weakness to fire. Alright, Aga Khans, we need to pull you guys away. There are several extra Slayers making it into combat now. Pull you through. Go bog these down here. You guys go after this 2 artillery teams, please. Start blasting away at other Dwarf Warriors. Let's kill the Slayers instead. Hobgoblins move just a bit. More Armor of Contempt down here. Make every shot count. Aga Khans are in melee with some more Slayers. Pull them out of that. Keep those arrows flying. Alright, looks like the Thunderers are preparing to leave, which is lovely to see. Keep these laborers out, keeping others running away. keeping their Slayers bogged down in infantry they don't want to be fighting. They'll blend through them pretty quickly, but hang in there. You guys just keep riding around. Khans keep moving, no reason to stop. You guys turn and start blasting away these dwarf warriors here. Move up and help. Castle and keep ripping those shots. Blazing Beard, let's pull you guys back so we don't lose you. We'll leave the other Chaos Dwarf warriors in. Khans, come on over and actually use your fire damage on Ungrim here. Deal with it. This laborer started ran pretty quick. That's fair enough. Looks like, though, that Ungrim's boys are starting to lose their heart to fight. And the Dwarf Warriors flee. It's just the Slayers now. We'll have you, Khans boys, go run down some Dawi. Everyone turn and fire. Just got the next group of Slayers moving up. You guys go bog them down if you can. The sheer number of dead goblins and slayers out here is pretty incredible. Bringing down Ungrim is an awesome boon here. Cravens my warriors flee. I mean, we kind of figured they would. They are going down against the Slayer King. Go ahead, throw yourself into, not melee, but let's lob some shots at him. Pull these dwarf warriors away. Try to get some space so they can actually shoot at him. All of you, deal with these slayers here. Grab some extra armor of contempt for everyone in this position. Anyone who each does choose to charge. Keep hunting down those dwarf warriors. Perfect. Ungrim's caught in a really bad place. Final charge of the Slayer King. Oh, he rolled. How much damage do you take, though? I'm actually very concerned for our chosen of Ashut here. He's giving him a fire lance. The axe does not feel good, though. Ungrim's fighting to his very last. Let's make sure we don't lose our castellan. Now he's holding in just fine. We trust him. He can help out, though. I wouldn't mind that one bit. And the Slayer King felled. Gotta claim this Mohawk. We have lots of dwarf warriors to hunt down. These Slayers are gonna be fighting at the very last, but that's no problem at all. Control back the campaign map. Alright, and with this victory over Ungrim, we can finally start striking out against his lands and gaining some more laborers. We slayed all 1,003. I guess he 40 escaped. It was these grudge throwers. They turned and ran immediately. We will go ahead and transport these captives on back. Agreed. Subtle torture has been wiped out. I think the world is better for it. Can't lie. Droztek, let's give you some skills. You definitely have earned them. We'll go for the double point into Tyrant here so we can gain even more post-battle loot. Troops chosen will give you the piercing shots, I believe. Ooh, I changed my mind. We'll go for the increased mobility. And then we can go ahead and specialize him. I think we'll make... We have one that with explosive billets in the other campaign. We'll go for the Hellforged bolts here and make a bit of a sniper. The Fire Dwarves' armories are powered by 1,000 immensely hot furnaces. Gives him more range and magical attacks. Better against sniping out demons and such. Which we may not be fighting too many. Looking good for the ancillaries. We'll grab Droztek's army. We'll just hunt down a Skaldor Red Hex here. There is no escape. Only the void. Lost 4 in the battle. I'm sure that was friendly fire. And we'll transport 0 captives back to work. Interesting. We'll go for the just the conscription then. 3%'s not bad. The Slayer King Slayer. Although the Slayer King has been toppled, no doubt he'll be back. Bearing the Axe of Dargo and a serious grudge. That's probably for sure. But Droztek is going to have more melee attack, more spell resistance, and more melee resistance. Which for fighting off Slayer King, it feels like you get a little bit more than just 5%, but alright. We'll grab Droztek then. We'll jump into Encamp Stance and move right to the edge of our lands.
Sebatuta flag.
Yep. We're going to leave the hero in the army.
Zegtathron.
And then we're going to go ahead and give you one of our other war machines here. And I think we want to go for the Skullcracker. Just to get some other units rolling around. We already have an Iron Demon and such, but the Iron Demon is so awesome. Haven't gotten to quite use the Skullcracker, but it's more useful at breaking down walls, which against our Dawi cousins may not be a bad call at all. So yeah, we'll go for the Skullcracker. And then maybe one more unit of... We'll grab some sneaky gits. We'll make this our Hobgoblin Laborer army, so we'll probably switch over all of our elite Hobgoblin Cutthroats that are in Zhatan's army. And then we'll trade over all of the Chaos Dwarves to actual Zhatan. So we'll probably switch off Gordas for Kuntes, and then that'll look quite nice. We'll go ahead and give you then maybe one more just kind of frontline soldier. Or just some more laborers for extra chaff for now. They cost almost nothing. We want to spend our gold on our elite units. So we'll have Zhatan moving on over to the Gates of Zharr. We are going to kick off that quest battle quite soon. What I want to do is move through, gain some new units there, and then come on down and attack the Savage Orcs down here in the bottom. These may just be normal orcs, but we're going to call them Savage Orcs because they're not us. And then we can move to deal with Imrik, because I don't think we want him to build up anything at all. And helping out Drazhoath with that fight is going to be very, very good. So over here we have 1,300 raw materials sitting there waiting for us. We need 2,000 for the Gromrel Tip drill assembly, which actually pumps out some fair raw materials and armaments. It'd be nice if the income generated went up as well. We will also need to go start off the quest battle pretty soon, so let's bring Zhatan over. Take a quick look to see what we actually have access to. And prance on over. Okay, so we can gain just another Chaos Dwarf warrior for the moment. I want the Infernal Guard that we add in to be great weapons. So yeah, we'll have one more Chaos Dwarf warrior. So we'll kick out, not the Hobgoblins. I guess we have to, huh? No, we were going to switch them over, but we kind of have to kick them out. Maybe we go into March stance. How far away is Drajda? He's way far away. We could link up before charging after Mount Gunbad, though, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll jump into March stance. So I don't waste... Man, it doesn't really matter, does it? They're just Hobgoblins. And Gordas ranks them up pretty quickly. Alright, one more sturdy front line for our artillery teams to be making use of, and then let's take a quick look at our labor. So we have a lot of excess here on the Howling Waste. Let's go ahead and send some off to Zharr-Naggrund, but let's do so after we grab our tower. So it looks like the Industry District seat has been claimed. One Conclave influence gained per turn for every factory settlement building. Interesting. Okay, +1 for every 4 turns for a randomly chosen melee or missile infantry. I mean, that seems amazing. Having access to some summons also sounds like a really good idea. For a randomly chosen Bull Centaur Kadai or Flying Monsters unit. That's 2 uses of a bombardment spell. Dreadquake. I think we go for either the Lord Warlock, Conscriptor, or maybe even the Grand Archivist to drop our construction time for all of our buildings. We don't have an army ability then just yet, but we could at least speed up our construction for everything. And then this works us through the Industry District a little bit more fast here. So let's grab the Grand Architect, even if it's not the most powerful, help our infrastructure. And then the next one we'll go for is definitely going to be one of the army abilities. Okay, then we'll go ahead and swing in, start passing off some of the labor we don't really need. Probably not here in the Blasted Waste. We need everyone here. We have enough armaments. We could go for the Bull Centaur Torok as well, the lava fields. Let's go ahead and add that in. And then we will upgrade the tower roads here as well. Get the control working to pretty much maximum in both settlements here. We'll go ahead and pass off some of the labor. Does that drop us below too far? No, minus 200 will drop us down to 310. We will go ahead and then sacrifice Zharr-Naggrund. Zhatan is recruiting up some more lads. That's perfect all across the board there. Hour of Grief, we will go ahead and throw in the money pit now, just to gain a little bit more gold. The lads moving. Perfect. Jump into diplomacy real quick.
Supreme death put
I'm not scared of you, Crimson Skull. You're ugly.
embodiment.
The Disciples, we could pay them a bit of gold for a trade agreement. That's a lot of money, though. I would rather kneecap you and take your things, but that's not allowed at the moment. Okay, the Bearsonling faction has re-emerged. Risen from the ashes. Valkia may have had something to do with that. Grostek will have to sit here and do some replenishing and some recruiting. That's fine by me. Having the Skullcracker is going to be amazing. 2 more turns in for the ore level. If we were to rush it, it would take 160. Don't quite have enough labor coming on in just yet. This would drop us below 100%. Do we care so much if I can get in some elite units? Go ahead and do it. We will be below 100% efficiency just for a turn or two. But we'll go ahead and get rid of these cutthroats. And we'll throw in our Infernal Guard. We'll grab the Great Weapon variant there. 33 attack, 56 defense, and then 44 weapon strength, all armor piercing. They're going to be an awesome new unit to be added. We have the Sneaky Git still, of course. And I think we'll go for, in our Hellforge, another upgrade for the Infernal Guard next time instead of just the normal warriors. Work us quickly on towards the Bound Resilience Demon and some Charge Reflection. Charge Reflection sounds awesome for all of our infantry. We don't have to worry about it ever. Sweet. Okay, then we will... Well, maybe we don't want Zhatan to be recruiting right here. Get out just for the moment. We'll bring you closer over towards the Gates of Zharr. Closer towards here so we can move through. Start attacking where we want. As soon as we get those Infernal Guard in, we'll most likely kick off the battle for the Chaos Rune Shield, and then we can move from there. Let's jump you into camp stance while we can. Recruit in those Infernal Guard. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright. Disciples of Hashut really would like a trade agreement now, and I'm happy to give them one for 500 gold. Not a good waste of time to me. I'd like to get trade with you going now. We'll wait on the Legion of Asgore. Red Eye Tribe would like a non-aggression pact. Who are you guys fighting? Karakadran, Kislev, and the Disciples of Hashut. You were at war with Astrogoth, so definitely not. Definitely not. Astrogoth is doing it very well for himself. We could go ahead and recruit in another lord and throw them in just a whole heap of laborers and try to run over some factions like that, but for now we'll go ahead and just end the turn. Alright, the Rebel Lords have taken a nap permanently. Drostek almost has himself some more soldiers. We got a little bit of time to wait. 98% efficiency. Can we pass off some labor? No, we really can't. We kind of can, yeah. We can grab the guys in the Wolflands and send them up here to the Blasted Wastes. That puts us back up to 100. And accept. Don't mind if I do. Efficiency solved. 1997. Excellent year. Alright, so the Sentinels. I think we want to go ahead and make sure you can upgrade as fast as we can. It is on the cusp of friendly territory on both sides. Kind of a safer spot than in Mortal Empire, so we can go ahead and get things rolling over here. I think we do want to upgrade the Mines of Gorgoth to a production plant. So we can get these gold mine up to the maximum. 200 more gold a turn and more recruit rank. Speaking of recruit rank, we should be able to grab in another Castellan. There we are. We'll do the cruelest, the materialistic one, and then the callous, which is more income, more post-battle loot. Let's go for materialistic. Maybe. Nah, more callous. Kazandi Unzalid. Welcome. An Artificer and a Vial of Hashut, which is a 60% weakness to fire damage. Yeah, no, that's going to go on Drow's deck right away. You don't need that Furnace Blast Gem anymore, buddy. You got a Vial of Hashut. That's way better. And then your Castellan, we give him the Vial. For the Furnace Blast Gem there. Instead of healing, give him a bit of extra protection. Artificer for armaments output for the local province. No one is in the provinces that have armaments output is the only issue. So in the meantime, we'll just give this to Zhatan. What was the magic item? Was the Vial of Hashut? Fair enough. That works for me. Go for a potion of speed on maybe Gorda's. He's got his banner. His banner takes priority there. Alright. I think the lads are pretty well upgraded. Zhatan needs to keep doing his thing, and I think the first... Where is my drill? We'll probably start working towards the Lesser Ancestor Relic of Morgrim first. Drop the upkeep on all of our artillery and war machines, which we're going to have a ton of. And then we can start working our way towards the Grungni Major Relic, maybe out towards the north. We'll probably start going for some of these ones that are more towards our north once we vassalize Astragoth and Drowsoeth, which I don't think is actually going to take all that long with how quickly we're moving through the districts. And then we can start working on the other Ancestor Relics once we get over there. But these three are our closest, and they're kind of in a line there. Assign skill points. Can't have it. Go for an increased mobility. And then Khazadni will send you over with Zhatan. Probably get rid of one of these sneaky gits, or maybe one of the archers. Alright. Building upgrades where? Go for the Sentinels. I will save on that. Save for now. Hellforge has access to more blunderbusses or warriors. We'll hold off. Keep building up our armaments for now. Alright, mineral surplus. One of the overseers tasked with managing production in our mines has come to us with news that, with the assistance of many now dead laborers, he has extracted twice the amount of mineral wealth than his quota demanded. What should we do with his sudden windfall? We can either bribe the leaders for extra control, or a great feast, or more undivided corruption. We're going to bribe the leaders. Ropsman clan has been wiped out. Islev is becoming more powerful by the day there. I think it's time to jump in and fight the battle for the Chaos Rune Shield. He can't quite make it into the army, which is a bit unfortunate, so we'll use you as a scout for now. Come on down to the south and see how things are rolling. Keep an eye on Dragon Slayer down there. Droztek, let's go ahead and send you down, and I think we want to bring war to Karak Azul first. We can just keep fighting off Ungrim as he comes. Although... Oh, interesting. Karak Zufbar has claimed some territory. I changed my mind. I think we'll have to leave Cazador alone for a moment. I don't know what's beneath him, if anything at all. We can come up through the Dead Rock Gap area and start attacking in an Ashrak's lair. Or we could use the Under Empire stance as well. So let's go ahead and stay in raiding stance. And move on in. See how much labor we pull. 121. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright then. We finished one of our... Really sad the events aren't working as they're intended. Such things would cost a small fortune in overtime, if indeed the Zharr were paying their laborers instead of exploiting them with menaces. Gain more raw materials output by 10% and then 50 extra income from scavenger buildings. Sounds good to me. Our next income, or our next bit of technology we're going to go for is going to be... I think martial training up to Ceaseless March for even more movement range. Mandatory service drops recruitment by only 10%. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll just grab the Ceaseless March. Go through. Martial training is nice too because we get a little bit more experience gain. It just kind of passively there. Alright, Zhatan. Take you out of any kind of stance. Make sure you've got all of your weapons. Obsidian Amulet. The Ring of Thorns. You know what? We could probably take you in here with the... Vial of a shoot. Has it already been moved for a turn? Guess not. We could instead give you the Furnace Blast Gem for a bit of damage instead of what he was rolling with before with the Ring of Thorns. Sweet. Chaos Rune Shield. Looks like we'll be fighting against some Skaven and then reinforcements, whatever those may be. I'm here for it. Go ahead and teleport on over. Okay, perfect. So it looks like we've got some greenskins. Dusty. Dusty has risen on up. His slaves of Zharr. Got a bunch of orc laborers and some gobos. Some noblars as well forming that rebellion. Interesting. Right then, and we have some reinforcements as well. We've got some hobgoblins and then some hobgoblin archers. An overseer and his mage. Go for a bit more weapon strength for the only war machine we have that should be driving around in enemy lines. Take a quick look at our map and we'll start this battle off. Interesting. So it looks like it's broken up into quadrants. So there will most likely be reinforcements coming in from all 4 quadrants for the enemy, while they've got the one guy, or we've got our 1 reinforcements in the center. Alright, I think this will be a tough fight no matter what, but let's get to it. That'll begin.
The conclave Zharr-Naggrund, sich mata wanrak tras dis discos bin rodni. At damas una dozen fatturia. Is cubello dis grafti dwarf scoof, wolfrum dis distractas. Una den is Dr. Dronlas Kaisen Erpetu. Italwere suffereuta urak Zhatan the Black.
Zhatan the Black, and so what we will do is pause real fast. And I will note that I actually played this battle over in the just the quest battle area where you can play the quest battles wherever you want. And there is no weird flickering with the water or the oil, I guess, in this instance. It seems to only be when you're out on the campaign map. So I've got that logged, and we will be noting it to CA that the flashing only seems to happen while you're on campaign. When you play this map, or at least happened to me, I tried it twice now, there's no flickering at all. The oil just acts how it's supposed to. You don't have this weird nonsense here where it just kind of acts funky and hurts you guys' eyes. So I'm going to do what I can to try to minimize the flashing nonsense from the oil. But I will probably go ahead and put some timestamps in, so you can go ahead and skip this one if you don't want to deal with all that obnoxiousness. It is really unfortunate that it is ruining our quest battle in such a way, though. Go ahead and get this fight started. I realize we actually don't have any sound here either. Good grief. Professional. Up to 50%. When you're trying to grab voice lines, I forget to turn the sound back on. There we go. Alright, let's get these lads moving on over. I think mostly our reinforcements can handle what's coming on in, so you guys, Demon Train, come on over. We have deployed in a terrible position here. Magma Cannon, go ahead and scoot yourself on over. That Shriek Rocket as well. We've got 3 Hobgoblin Archers I want to move up. 2 of them we're going to pull up on top of this cliff here. Move yourself on in. We'll go ahead and throw a Burning Head through. Try to eliminate as many of these laborers as we can. I'm not wasting my Armor of Contempt on the allies there. Let's move everyone in. Blunderbusses. Bring yourselves forward. In that case, we'll go ahead and have the Zharr moving to the side. You guys coming on in. Crash into these Skaven slaves here. Okay, so we are having to help the allies here. They're getting smashed. Zhatan, get on over here. Well, the Demon Train should be able to start blasting some shots into those Ogre Bulls. Looks like the Hog Cutthroats are having some real issues fighting off the enemies there. But let's let the Blunderbusses get in position. Sneaky gets in. Nice shot. Drag them through on those laborers. Go ahead and blast through one more burning wind here. Go ahead and charge these guys down. Perfect. Where are the lords? Go hunt the chieftain down there, Vomik. Save these spells we have. How much magic are we going to be rolling with total? Oh, we're down to 0 already, huh? Maybe not 0, but it does not appear to be good. Blunderbusses will move you up just a little bit there so we're not firing under the demon train. Oh, an amazing firestorm there. Seems there's more to this meager rebellion. Oh, indeed. Is that Grimgor? See, listen, I didn't play the whole thing. Well, hello, Grimgor. Unleash the guns of Zharr upon them. We can do that. I enjoy the guns of Zharr. Well, hello, Black Orcs. How do you feel about cannonballs? Tell me in a scale of 1 to 10 how much this hurts. Pretty bad. Alright, let's get the archers over into position. We'll let our overseer kind of take the brunt of this damage. You move up, start blasting away these squigs here. Yeah, we got a bit of an ambush coming on our way. They're going all the way around after our weapons team, so we need Gordos to come on around and deal with that. Blunderbusses, let's go ahead and rotate yourselves as well. We'll definitely have to use some Armor of Contempt. Where's my demon train? Pain train, let's bring you on over. We need those guns to start singing. Gore does give you all of the extra abilities there. Keep these fools bogged down. You guys gotta have to turn and fire on these teams that are up on your business. Drop down the Armor of Contempt here. Where is Zhatan? Really, we just need you guys to hold positions. Your Infernal Guard are doing amazing. Bring you over so we can deal with all these archers. Our Wolf Riders are in fighting in units we don't want them to be. Hold these guys on through. Archers are doing a pretty good job at chasing off these cavalry teams, which is lovely to see. Let's not waste our Guns of Zharr on the weaker units. Here comes Grimgor. Swiggity swoogity. I don't care if our overseers get killed in this fight. They have failed us for the last time. Failed me for the last time, man. Grimgor, we're not scared of you, but I'm not going to be charging right on down in with all of those Black Orcs. Do some frolicking in on these archers. Go ahead and blast a Burning Head through. Get a better angle on it, though. There we go. Launch its way in. Everything's going to the back line. Demon Train, let's move on around. Gore does, you did an excellent job. Let's go eliminate some archers. Start picking shots in on these Black Orcs where we can. Archers, move on around. Blunderbusses, move up. Alright, Grimgor is coming after Zhatan pretty quickly, so let's go ahead and get you out of there, bud. You better run faster than that. You gotta get up in the air. Swoogity, swoogity, here comes Grimgor. Now you got out of there. Cool. Gore does keep doing your thing. Demon Train, if you want to just blast apart that individual unit there, that's perfectly fine. Let's get these raiders out of there. I didn't realize they were stuck in the fight. Keep stabbing them. Charge in here. Let's go ahead and blast in more Guns of Zharr. Black Orcs are doing some pretty good damage to my infantry teams, so let's go ahead and add some friends. Elite Warriors of Zharr-Naggrund go beat down those Black Orcs. Sneaky Gits. Go find Grimgor. Give him a hug. Zhatan's taking a lot of damage from archers. Don't like that at all. Go ahead and drop down the Sadistic Snare on Grimgor and we'll jump him. Get him. Gore does you too. Weaken the boy. Drop down a Withering as well. As many debuffs as we can get on him at the same time. Armor of Gazrak. Go ahead and charge in on these archers here. We gotta shut them down. Armor of Contempt here. Demon Train, blast this unit apart, speed them up if we have to. Really big team of Black Orcs coming on in. Let's go ahead and blast them apart, please. These archers need to go. Some squigs in our back line. Hate to see that. You guys try to deal with the squigs. How's the Infernal Guard doing? I mean, not great. They're fighting against a rogue idol and some Black Orcs. Pretty nasty combination for anyone. Watch as the greenskins cower. Show no mercy. Let's blow apart these orc boys and individuals there. The Chaos Dwarf Warriors are holding against an absolute nightmare. Leave Gordas alone or else. Alright, yeah, the rest of the orcs are fleeing. We just have to deal with Grimgor. Foolish Grimgor. Run him over with the train. Thomas the Pain Train, go give him a hug. Grimgor's no joke though. Here comes the Demon Train. Choo choo Mo Sucra. Runs him over. You're fighting me now. Knocks him off his feet. Gore does keep giving him the stabs. He does need stabbing. Everyone else can keep fighting who they are. Just taking shots wherever. Make sure all of our Dawi warriors fall back. You guys take shots where you can. Get some more kills. While we deal with Grimgor. Gore does his little drive-by attacks. Let's pull the steam engine away. It's not really meant to be in melee. And Grimgor has been felled for the last time. As you're gonna get up, you should probably just lay down. Grimgor's Black Orc Rebellion has been slain. Keep blasting guys apart. Nah, that'll give us the victory. Awesome. Alright, a close victory, and I didn't realize those guys were named the Ratscapated. His name is Vomik. That was not a good... They could have named him Vomik the Rail Splitter. You know. History. 980 lost in that battle to their 3,800. The slaves were put down pretty brutally there. Sporticus was involved as well, even though he's supposed to be up, I thought, in the Dark Elf lands. We'll go ahead and transport these captives on back. We can do some replenishing here at the Gates of Zharr. Who cares about the Flaming Scribes? I had nothing to do with their demise. We now have the Granite Guard and Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses, which can be amazing. Edging out our archers ever so slightly. Grab this. The Spicy Gits and the Pepperflingers are obviously going to stay, but we have several others that we've got rolling around with. So let's go ahead and jump into a camp stance. Get moving. Just for maximum replenishment there. Well, can we reach the Tower of Gorgoth? That's a good question. We can. So we shall. Now that Zhatan has his full suite of items there, he should now be getting his Zhatan's Malice, giving him even more movement range, more Laura leadership effect there, and more leadership aura size. He's scaring guys off even further away. Alright, let's pass out the skills from bringing down Grimgor. I think we'll go for Woundmaker, make you an absolute monster. 873 weapon strength there is pretty solid. We'll go for Logistician. The maximum amount of replenishment we can get. We can keep working down his melee line there. Ethuk. We will go for Piercing Bolts or maybe Earthing. Getting down to Arcane Conduit, so we'll go for one more upgrade to Piercing Bolts, and then we'll grab Earthings, just so he's not exploding as often. Gore does will go for Sneaky, giving all of our Hobgoblin units that sweet, sweet Vanguard deployment. And probably just continue to upgrade Hobgoblins in general. He's a fine duelist at the moment, so more melee defense sounds great. Keep them fighting for a lot longer. We've got 1,000 gold rolling around now. I think we'll go ahead and upgrade the Sentinels up to tier 3 there. It's going to cost 5,000. And then we'll upgrade the locked stores as well, get us a little bit more gold. 2 more turns till the Gates of Zharr are done. We can actually go ahead and rush that one. I think we will. Hide Striker. This hide is perhaps not as durable as it originally thought. 10 more armor and 20 more armor-piercing weapon. Orc's Pain as well. Awesome, I'm glad you get his defeat trait. I mean, it seems obvious that you would, but little things. Okay, Finny, you are fielding a pretty nasty army there. You got some gyrocopters, which we'll have a hard time bringing down. Iron Drakes, which will struggle pretty hard against our Skullcracker, especially if we can get it around behind them. That'll be how we bring that group down. Alright, so we'll kind of take a look at all of our buildings just to quickly see if we need to get any new goodies added in. We're saving this position for either the marble quarry there or the Karum, just to increase the maximum cargo capacity for all of our convoys and increase those trade tariffs by 50%. Gates of Zharr, with its upgrade, I kind of want to put in the prototype Magnum Mortar, just so we don't have to worry about the settlement ever again. For the most part, we just have to sit there and let it blow fools up. So much fun. We could also go for the Incinerator, which drops how many raw materials are consumed in the local province only, so we don't have any factories here, so not a good one for this area. Maybe just a donation barrel then. 150 gold coming in a turn. Not a bad idea. We could alternatively go for the Kadai building, start working down the Demon Smithy. Let's go for income for now. 212 of our raw materials. And then over here at the Tower of Grief, we'll go ahead and upgrade so we can actually put in some walls. Save on the sentinels there. Sounds good to me. I think if Drawstick really needs them, we can throw in the Granite Guard, but I don't think we'll give them to him. Blazing Beards and such will come on over to Zhatan's army. We'll probably pass off these sneaky gits. They've been putting in work, though. One more turn. Well, hello, Drosoeth. He would like to trade, and he's giving us money instead. Well, how nice of you. We get a military access as well. We'd have to pay him some gold. And we'll just take his money and do some trading. We're just trading tariffs back and forth, apparently. Fine. Yes, it's our idea, not yours. Just like our idea to hunt down at Yuan Shanxi. We'll come here, you. You have strayed too far in enemy territory, big fool. They declare war on the western provinces, calling our allies to help. Nah, we won't. War has been declared. Don't need to drag all of the AI armies all over the place. Go ahead and give this one to the auto-resolve. Yuan Shanxi has been slain. 119 of our own fell. We gained a lot of labor. We'll gain even more. Yes, please. You can never drill too much, whether that be drilling for Hashut's blood or drilling the Dabi Zharr armed forces to brutal perfection. Or experience gain. We also need to kill that one. Eliminate a lord belonging to Karaka Zorn. We'll gain ourselves an arms merchant. That sounds great. Let's do some scouting down here in Mount Grimfang. Here's Dwinbar Thunderstone. Cazador looks to be back, and this is going to be a helicopter army. I mean, it worked pretty well against the laborers, I can't lie. For now, though, I am out of time for today. I've been at Space Wizards of War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub tone, and I will see you on the next one.